stuff in here. Alright, we're doing a fucking makeup tutorial. How is everybody doing? I have been asked a lot lately to do a makeup tutorial on how I beat my face, and I'm like, I don't have anything to do today, so why not make one? So this is for you guys and anybody else who wants to know how I do my magic per se. And I'm gonna just beat my face in this mirror and show you guys all of my secrets. I just wanna let you guys know, first off, I am not a makeup artist. I did not go to school for makeup. I don't know much about makeup. I just get the products that I like, the products that smell good, the products that are sparkly, and I put them on my face however I like, and I'm not a professional by any means. So if you don't like the process in which I'm doing it, comment about it, I don't care. Tell me how bad I am. Cool, anyway, let's start. All right, first things first, I'm the realist. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. We're gonna put our hair up if you have long, beautiful hair like me. And I put on these magic things called a wig cap. All right, so.
That's kind of painful.
It was a little painful. It's got my wig cap on, all of my hair is out of my face. And yeah, it's that time of year where I get blemishes everywhere and the estrogen is not helping, so.
I have that time of year all the time.
I promise I don't have the herpes. So after that, I'm gonna get me a cute little face wipe. And I like to make sure my face is nice and clean before I start anything. Just get all the oil out of the way so everything applies really good and all that jazz. Alright. Then we're gonna sit for a minute and let that dry. After I clean my face, I like to get my primer here. So what do those makeup gurus do? They like hold the hand behind it. There's my fucking primer.
Focusing.
This is a primer for blemish control. It's really cheap. You can get it at Walmart. And I've used expensive primers before. I've used a MAC one and all that kind of stuff. And I don't really have sensitive skin, and I've noticed that a lot of primers work the same on me. So if you're the same way and you don't have sensitive skin, don't spend extra money on a primer. Get a cheap one. Oh, look how red that looks. Oh. I popped a pimple and it looks gross now. Make sure you get that primer everywhere. Get all them pores all good. I also want to point something out. I usually have a beautiful manicure. This is not a beautiful manicure. Ignore this. They're gonna be fixed soon. I don't have the money right now. So anyways, back to the video. Everybody has their own process in which they like to do things. Some girls like to start with their eyebrows. Some girls like to start with their eyeshadows. I like to start my makeup with my foundation and my contours and my bases and stuff like that. Just because that's how I started doing it. And it's how I feel comfortable doing it. So, the foundation that I use a lot of different foundations, but right now we're going to use the Mayron Cream Blend Stick. This is the color Light Olive because I'm porcelain and pale as shit. So it's pretty pale, but it's still probably too dark for me. Anyways, I like to smother this on like so. Just dot it around everywhere. Brow, brow, forehead, forehead. Loop, 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 loop. And after you got a good amount on there, you can use a brush if you want to, but I'm going to use a beauty blender today. You just get your handy dandy sponge and you beat that shit out until you're nice and blended. Now that you're all blended and all that jazz, the next step is to put on your concealer. So it's going to help with your highlights. It's going to get rid of those under eye bags. It probably does some other shit. I don't know what it does. So what I like to use for concealer is this 16-Hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. Oh, it's dropped it. I like to use this by e.l.f. It's found at Walmart. I actually got this one at Ulta, but you can get it at Walmart. You'll see a trend here, right? I like the cheap shit. You can make beautiful things with cheap makeup. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on cosmetics to be pretty. You can, but you don't have to. So good pussy sounds like.
How would you know?
It's been a while. Anyways, you're gonna take this shit, put it on under your eyeballs. Like this, cover up those fucking bags. If you have bags. If you don't have bags, still put it on. It's a cute little highlight setter and shit. After I get it under my eyes, I like to put this shit on my forehead as well, because there are natural highlights on a female fucking forehead. Now I like to put some right here. And I get a little dribble down my fucking nose. Like so. And I'll put a itty bitty bit on my chin. After you have all this on and you look like a clown, you're gonna get your other blender and you're gonna just blend that shit out. And if you're using this e.l.f. stuff, you wanna be quick because it does dry really fucking fast. Alrighty, now that your concealer's blended and you're starting to look crazy, you know you're headed in the right direction. You gotta look bad before you look good. Wow, I can't talk. At all. But after you got your creams on and all that stuff, I like to jump into the powders and all that stuff. So I'm gonna set everything, and to set, I like to use the handy dandy Airspun loose face powder. That's what my drag mother taught me to use, so it kind of stuck. Old school drag queens love it because it works and it's dope, and it's literally my favorite smell in the world. I love Airspun powder. But I use this to set most of my face. And I like to use this, come on, get out there. I like to use this pretty pink Ben Nye powder to set under my eyes because it keeps it a little highlighted, because this may diffuse it a little bit. We want the highlight to stay there. So, I like to beat around everything with my brush. I just get a fat ass brush like that and pack that shit in. Inside my face. Alright, after that's all packed in, just brush that shit off.
Getting all my fat rolls in this video.
Alright, that's brushed off, so I'm going to take my Ben Nye Pretty Pink powder. I need to buy some more, I'm almost fucking out of this shit. Take the same brush, pack it in there. I like to go under the eyes, pack it in as much as you can. Because we're going to bake with that. Means we're going to let it sit so that highlight will stay all freaking night. Pack it in, and we're also going to use this to catch our eyeshadow later. You'll see if we have any fallout with our dark eyeshadows, we don't want them staining our freaking faces. So packed in, all that jazz, Gucci, we look good. Cool, it's time to move on to the contour. So I also use a whole bunch of different contour palettes. I'm in love with the Too Faced Koko contour because it smells like chocolate and it's so pigmented, it's so good. But I just threw mine away because I made it to pan and I'm all out of it and I don't want to spend $50 on another palette. So what I'm going to use today is yet another e.l.f. product, because e.l.f. is stuffing their pussy up. They got good shit. We're going to use this cute little e.l.f. contour palette. Oh shit. Aww. Ooh, yeah. They got good stuff. And I've got a whole bunch of contour brushes here, but I like this brush. I've used it the longest. It's my Old Faithful. It doesn't have a fucking name because, yep, I don't have a name. Are you sure this is focused?
Yeah, it's focused.
I feel like I look blurry as shit.
It's because you're looking at a mirror that's blurry right now. It's focused.
I like to dip into this one here and this one. I mix them. I like to use the lighter one and the darker one just because it's drag and you're allowed to use pigment. And I start by swiping my natural contour. If you don't know how to find your natural contour, go like that. And you just follow where it sucks in. And whenever I'm explaining makeup to people that don't understand how to do a contour, I just tell them, you know, you're carving your face out or whatever, and you want to contour like Edward Cullen. Sink that shit in. And once you do your cheeks, I like to go all the way around as well, the forehead. Yeah. Get that cheek in there. Carve it up, get it look nice and thin. Yep, then you're gonna go around the forehead. Helps bring that freaking highlight out. Shape that face up. Or some shit, I don't fucking know. It just looks good. And when I put it on, I like to swirl it. I don't know if it helps, but it feels like it helps. I feel like it's blending it good. Because the key to good makeup is blending. Unless you're going for like a color block look, but we're not fucking doing that. So, I think we're contoured pretty Gucci. All that jazz, just touching it up. And I like to get the lighter color and go right under my chin like this. Just to make my jawline look a little bit smaller because Mama got a thick ass jaw. I get it from my mom. And I go all the way under as well to blend it out because you don't want a big brown makeup line on your chin, so you gotta make sure it's all blended down here. And I think we're good on that. Yeah, blended. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna go into the nose contour. And I do my nose contour in several steps. I start with a little contour in the beginning, and then when I'm done with everything else in my makeup, I go back into my nose. Because I don't do a harsh nose contour like a lot of queens do. Because I have a naturally skinny nose. So I just dip into that color, and I start at the brow, and I just go down a little line here. Like that, and just make it sharp, angled. Or do whatever the fuck you want to do. This is your nose contour. If you want a fat nose, make a fat nose. If you want a skinny nose with a button on it, do a skinny nose with a button on it. If you want to be a swordfish, be a fucking swordfish. Drag doesn't have rules. Except lashes. Put on some fucking lashes. After I do my contour on my nose, my forehead, my cheeks, and my chin, and a little bit under the lip, I like to jump into the eyeballs. So, we're gonna do our eyeshadow now. Cool. I have no plan on the look that we're doing today. I don't know what colors I'm using. I don't know what I'm doing. But I do know I want to use the BH Take Me to Brazil palette. It's so pigmented and it's pretty, and it's got lots of pretty options. There's 35 colors here. I got all kind of cool stuff. So we're gonna use this today because I feel like it.
I felt like.
So to start this off, Skylar can pick a color. I'm gonna let my brother pick a color. Pick a color. We'll base it off of that one fucking color. This little blue right here. Alright, so Skylar wants to work with this little turquoise blue mint. Turquoise blue mint. That color. So, this is what we're going to do. Work like this. Figure it out. Let's start out with this little blending brush. And we're just going to step into, we're going to use this little dark purpley color right here. These colors don't have names on them. So, yeah, we're going to call it dark purpley. Dip into that son of a bitch. Tap it so you don't get too much fallout. And I like to start here where my contour is with the dark color and kind of make a crease and blend out with it. We're gonna do like a smoky look today. So I'm just gonna tap it. We're gonna go about like this. Yep. Just like that. You're just gonna pack everything in, and then after I pack it in, I like to blend it. So that. Alright, got that in there. What's that little thingy? Alright, we got it packed in here. They're a little uneven, but there's this thing called who cares? Because we're going to blend it out anyway. So I'm just going to take this brush and with like spiraling motions, back and forth, figure eights, whatever, we're going to flick it out and blend it. Blend, 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 blend. And brush up. Because I want it to go out all pretty and shit. And make this cool like ombre look, I think. When we do that. Smoke that shit out right here in the corner of the eye. Take it, flick, out. We're gonna take this handy dandy concealer we used before. We're gonna plop some out like this. And I have this little angled brush. I don't know what brand it is. I've had it forever and it's so fucking old I've duct taped it. I just really like it and I don't want to get rid of it. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on there. And we're gonna follow that crease. All the way around. And after you get that in there like that, you're just gonna blend it down. And what this does is it's gonna help the lighter color eyeshadows that you put on your face stay on longer. It's gonna make them look brighter and all that jazz. Alrighty, you've got that concealer packed in, all nice and cute and stuff like that. So we're gonna start digging into the other colors. The first thing I'm going to do is get a gonna get myself this brush. It's by Eco Tools. That's all I know about it. Don't know what the brush's name is. I just know it's really fat and dense, and I like to use it to pack on bright colors. So we're gonna pack on some bright colors. We're gonna go into that color that my little brother told me to use. What are we gonna name this color, Skylar?
Gay.
Gay. We're gonna use color Gay. Get a lot on there, and just go in the corner here is what I do. And I take it and I pack it in. Oh, got a cramp in my leg. Let's pack in the Gay. You want all of the Gay in your eye. As much Gay as you can get. Is there enough Gay in my eyes?
I don't know.
Alright, I feel like that's enough Gay. Nope, more Gay.
It could be gay.
Now that you've got all that Gay on your face, it's time to move on to the next color.
I hate myself.
I'm gonna get another blending brush, but this is an itty bitty little small blending brush. This is by BH Cosmetics. And we're just gonna go into that same color that we used earlier. I forgot what I called it because it wasn't very creative. And we're just gonna dot around it again, just around the Gay, and kind of blend it into the Gay. Don't use very much of that purpley color, because you just want to use enough to blend. right into the gay. Alright, the gays are nice and blended. Cool. Excuse me. Now we're gonna do something really, really cool and go in with a vibrant color. What I would usually do is pack in a white or a silver or something sparkly right here, but I want to do something a little different. So we're gonna use yellow, mainly because I haven't used the yellow in this palette yet. So we're gonna get us another brush to pack that in with. Gonna go in there with that yeller. We're gonna call it yeller. That's how my grandma likes to say it.
Yeller.
Right here beside the green.
There's a yellow.
And pack it in right here. Oh, I'm not even done. It looks cute. It looks all beachy. And blues and yellows and shit.
I kind of want to go to the beach now.
I would love to go back to the beach.
I want to go like one day with just like you and a couple of your friends or whatever.
It'd be fun, but Dad would never listen.
I know.
You want to pack in as much as you can, and don't be afraid to let it go under the eye, so we're gonna put eyeshadow down there too. A lot of people are scared to wear under eyeshadow, and I don't understand why, because it gives your face more color, it looks super freaking cute, and yeah, that's what we're about to do. We're gonna take that yellow, and we're just gonna sweep under. Take over the bottom of the eye. You don't have to put a lot under there, but if you want to put a lot under there, put a lot under there. But you just pack in as much of that yellow as you can get. After that yellow is packed into the corner of your eyes, you're just gonna take your handy dandy poofy ass brush. This is another one by BH Cosmetics. And it's got a 1 on it. I don't know if that's its name. Oh, maybe it is its name. 1, 2. We're gonna use number 1. You're just gonna take all that setting powder you put down there earlier and sweep that shit off. Sweep it off. See what that baking did? Left it nice and bright down there. All that pretty shit. And then you're just gonna take your little contour palette again. Just go over your nose. Make sure it's still nice and sharp. All that stuff. So we're gonna go into the eyeliner, which is my favorite part. I am going to use this eyeliner by Black Radiance. Really pigmented, lasts all day, and it doesn't make my eyes feel sticky. I pull that sucker down. Ew. And put it on your waterline. I know a lot of queens and people who can't put eyeliner on their waterline because their eyes are sensitive. Don't be a Chiona, put it on your waterline.
Don't be a what?
A Chiona. You got your bottom liner on. It's time to jump into the liquid. Liquid eyeliners are fun because they're so easy to fuck up. I like to keep using the Black Radiance because they just got really good black eyeliners. So we're gonna use that Black Radiance. But I want to use my new one. This one's empty. Why is it in here? Take that Black Radiance liquid eyeliner. And I like to start in the corner of the eye. I'll start with this one since it's in the camera. I like to start in the corner of the eye, go up, and just kind of map out where you want your wing to be, because I like a good dramatic ass wing. Pull that bitch all the way up. Don't be scared. And if you want to do a subtle look, you can use the same method for something smaller. Just always start with the bottom and line it out because it helps you map everything. After you get that bottom one done, I like to go here in the inner corner of the eye and follow it back. Alright. You got the shape that you like. Now all you have to do now is let it dry a little bit and fill it in. We've all had coloring books when we were little. Just draw inside the lines. And if you don't, if you're not good at coloring inside the lines, it's okay. It's drag. Do what you want to do. Have messy eyeliner. As long as you look cool and you're having fun, that's all that matters. After you get these filled in and stuff like that, do you see that? Can you see it? I can't tell. Anyways, after you get your liner filled in, I like to do a little wing in the inside of the corner of my eye as well. So we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna get that liquid eyeliner, and you're just gonna map out another wing on the inside. And there you have it. Can you see that? Can you see it? Can you see it? I can't tell. I can't tell. Don't look at my boogers. Alright, cool. Yeah, so your eyeliner is done. Just gonna let that dry and all that jazz. And the next step that I like to do is my eyebrows, because everybody likes a good eyebrow. Start out with your brows. You can use like a brow cream to draw them on. You can use an eyeshadow. Everybody has their own method to use. I like to start out with a random lip pencil or an eye pencil. Any brand, doesn't matter. This is just like a navy blue color. And I make sure it's nice and sharpened, and then I start out with the shape. I like to start right here in the base where we get our contour and go right above the shadow and end it somewhere. You're basically doing the same thing with the eyeliner. You want to map it out before you fill it in. And now you're going to map out the top of it. I like to put a little dot to make sure they're at least a little bit even. And there's the shape of my brows, all hollowed out. And then I'm just going to take the same pencil or whatever, and I'm going to start in the corner and fill it in. And while I'm filling it in, I'm actually going to stop about right here. And now after you get them filled in, but you leave this little space, you're going to take yourself an itty bitty little detailing brush. It doesn't matter how skinny it is, as long as it's something about yay big. And some people don't like to do this, but I'm a thug, so I'm going to do it. You're going to lick your brush. If you don't want to do that, spray it with your setting spray or some shit. But you're going to get your brush wet, and then you're going to just blend it. You blend that line down. Actually, I'm going to do this closer to the camera, so I feel like it. I'm going to blend that line down, and then blend everything you colored in out. Alright, I've got it all blended in and all that stuff. It's all filled in and all that jazz. Now I'm going to take the sponge that I used for my primer, and I'm going to pack it here on top of the ends of the brows, because it ombres them for me, and I like a good ombre brow. You can blend it in with your fucking finger. You can spend an ass load of money on sponges and brushes and all that stuff, but you will never have a better brush than your fucking fingers. You're going to take that same little brush, and you're going to grab your concealer yet again, and you're just going to get an itty bitty bit of it on the tip of that brush, like that. You're going to get a little bit of it on here, and you're just going to trace the bottom of your brow. What this does is it kind of cleans it up if you have any like blowouts or something like that, and it just sharpens it because you like a nice dagger of a brow. After you trace it, you just blend it down. Blended. Cool. Alright, you got that nice and blended, and you've got it sharpened. Sharp ass brows. And we're just going to leave that for now. We're going to get back to it. And move on to our next step, which for me, my next step is blush. I love a good blush. What I'm gonna use is another palette from e.l.f. It's just their regular blush palette. They got 4 pretty little shades. I'm gonna take my blush brush, and since I am a thug, like I said before, I'm going to use every single color in here. I like to mix them all together. And I just dab it on top of my contour and swirl it around. I like to put most of the blush right here, or your cheeks would like naturally turn red if you saw a nice ding. What? Is that not what happens when... Swirly, swirly, swirly.
This video was going so clean cut.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then you threw that in there.
And a lot of people are like, I'm too scared to put too much pink on my face. Is this too much blush? No, no fucking such thing. You're a goddamn drag queen. Put as much of this fucking blush on as you can. But, you know, I did put a little bit too much right here. Got too close to my mouth. So I'm just gonna blend it away. You're gonna get your big fat brush you've been using for your setting powder the whole time and just diffuse that down and kind of sharpen it. After we are done with the blush, I like to move on to my highlight. And we use a whole bunch of different highlights and stuff like that, but what we're gonna use today, since it's just sitting out, is another thing from BH. It's their Blacklight Highlight 6-color palette. These shades do glow in the black light. It's pretty cool. And they've got these 6 wonderful colors right here. But obviously I like Strobe the most because she's been packed into and she's falling apart. So we're gonna use Strobe, which is just a light silvery whatever. You're gonna take your highlight brush, which is just another poofy brush, pack in some of that stuff, and dab it right here on top, under your eye, right over that blush right there. So on the other side, I like to take my finger, dip it in the pan, and dab it right there on top of the Cupid's bow. I like to do it here as well, and then pack in that highlight there. Then you're gonna take your finger again, swipe here, because you can never have too much highlight, ever. Your face should be highlighted for days. We're gonna leave this highlight palette out because we're gonna come back to it as well. Okay, apparently the camera quit recording in the middle of that, but you guys didn't miss too much. All I did was contour my nose a little bit more. I took my concealer, dabbed it on the tip of my nose just to create a little button, and then I highlighted my nose. That's all you missed. So now we can jump back in. Cool, jump back in. Alrighty, after your highlight is done, you wanna make sure there's no boogies in the way, because that airspun powder legit makes my nose itch. So, we did all that. We're gonna jump into our lips now, because everybody likes a good lip. You're gonna get you a little makeup rag. Make sure you get all of the cream and foundation that's on your lip off. Good enough. Now, you're gonna get some Go-Go juice. Now that you've had your Go-Go juice, it's time to do your lips. What we're gonna use today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick thingy. This color is called Insomniac. It's a really pretty like gray, green, blue. I like it. Good pussy. And same as the eyebrows, same as the eyeliner, you're gonna map out where you wanna fill in your lips and fill that sucker in. I like a good smooth lip, so I kinda like to erase the Cupid's bow as much as I can. So, I'm gonna do that. I like to crisscross it. Also, since I am Caucasian as fuck, I like to overdraw my lips so they look softer, mushier, more voluptuous, because I have a little bit of lip there, but it's close to paper cut territory. Alright, your lips are nice and filled in, you look sexy, you look smoochy. Oh, I love this stuff so much. Anastasia has some bomb ass lip product. If you ever have a chance to get some of those, get them. They're so fucking velvety. So, your lips are done. What the fuck is next? I mean, do we want to do freckles today? I want to do freckles today. We're gonna do freckles. So, the way I do my freckles is I have this contour stick, which I don't know what brand it is. I got it years ago, so this is probably pretty disgusting. And I use it specifically for drawing on freckles, and I've been using it since I got it. So it lasts a while. The label is worn off and everything. So, sorry about it. You're just gonna get you a little detailing brush, pack the tip of it in that brown shit. It looks like dookie. Put them little dookie spots on your face. A lot of people like to put like a couple of freckles here, a couple of freckles here. Nah. I really like the idea of like natural freckles. They're all different shapes and they're all scattered out in different directions. But I like that to kind of make them a little cartoony. So legit, I just put different shaped dots and triangles and angles all over my fucking face. And I don't try to be neat with it because natural freckles are more organic. They're not neat. I mean, nothing about me is really natural, but... You burp again because the Koko just really got to you. And now I want to do a beauty mark. I already have all these freckles, but I'm just in love with the idea of a beauty mark. So I take my liquid liner, and I have a real mole right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's somewhere on my cheek. And I just like to color in that mole like that. And sometimes I put one right here or right here. We're gonna do right here today. Because why not? Who cares? You have black spots on your face now. You'll be okay. But that part is done. And now we're gonna put on our eyelashes. The lashes I'm going to be wearing today are custom lashes that were made for me by me. Oh, can you see that? Put it right from my forehead. Oh, look at that shape. It's legit a 301 and a 101. Just cut them up, glue them all together in some weird ass shape. So, yeah, we're gonna put them on. To put on lashes, a lot of people are very strict about the glue they use. My drag sister is very strict about using glue that's made for lashes because you don't want to hurt your eyes or damage anything. Which is probably a good idea, but I want something that holds really good. I want something that's cheap, easy to get. So I use straight up Weave Bond. Get it at the hair store for $1, $2. I've had this tube for a while. It's gonna last me my whole life probably, because it's a big tube. I legit just take my Airspun palette, put a big ass dollop of it on there. Oh shit. Get myself a bobby pin, dip the bobby pin in it, and just trace the outside rim of that lash and coat it in the Weave Bond. I like to use the black Weave Bond too, just in case you make a little bit of a mess with the lash glue. Since it's black, it'll blend in with your eyeliner. Just what I like to use. And I like to breathe on it. Don't blow on it. Because from what I've learned, if you blow on it to dry it, it kind of makes it gritty and you don't want that. But if you breathe hot air on it, it helps it dry and get tacky. So you want it to be like that so it sticks right on. After you're confident in that, stick it right on. Just in case your eye starts watering, because the stuff isn't supposed to be near your eye. Get you a little Q-tip. Catch that water. Literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life was learn how to put on lashes. Just gonna blink, shape them, make sure they match. Or match as close as they're gonna get. And if you do make a little bit of a mess or whatever, can take your liquid eyeliner and clean that up. And then I like to get a mascara. I'm using a Tarte mascara. I don't know what it's called. It's just Tarte. It was given to me. Didn't pay for it. And you put this on your real lashes. Because I find that putting on the mascara kind of sets the glue as well. So it's not sticky. And it also, you know, blends in your real lash. And yeah. You can add glitter, you can add rhinestones and stuff like that. A lot of times I put rhinestones in the corner of my eyes and out here. I don't want to put rhinestones on my face right now, so we're gonna call it a day. Your face is done, and you just gotta put on your outfit. Alright guys, the look is finished. I'm living for it. Got this cute little pumped up purple hair. Got my custom jewelry on by J&R Jewels. Shelby Alexis made the hair, by the way. But yeah, this is the look. This is what we put together. I don't know if the gloves match it, but I don't have nails on, so the gloves are gonna stay. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's my first makeup tutorial that I took seriously. There might be more. Hopefully we're gonna get Shelby and Felina to do some, if not more, of the house. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. I had fun making it. That's all that matters. Have fun, do your face, all that jazz, and peace out. Koko that loves you and shit.